Hey, what's cracking, people? This is Beast here, bringing you a couple of games. Again, if the mic sounds weird, my placement's a little bit different now. Should be getting fixed in the future, but not sure when. So, anyway, for now, it sounds like this. So, this first game is a weird game that I played on, I almost said Aachen, on Ardennes Forest. It was a game that started out real slow and real weird. I think I start like 6 and 6 or something, and then I finish 17 and 10. So start real crappy. For a second I thought that was an enemy. So yeah, so I started 6 and 6, and then I end up going 11 and 4 after that to finish 17 and 10. But still, just a terrible game. So I'll take this opportunity while this game's going to address the fact that there was a new issue today, a patch. Actually, I think it's yesterday. So yeah, something interesting. So I got in the game today. I mean, I haven't been playing this game at all. So I played, and it was very different for me to play. And I was using the bar right here, the BAR. I don't know, I wanted to try it. So my friend that I play with a lot uses the bar. I haven't really used it since they nerfed it, and he told me the other day that he thought that they might have nerfed it again. And to me that sounded ludicrous. I was like, I don't think so, dude. But he had information to back it up, so it wasn't like I didn't believe him. I just thought that didn't sound right. And so yeah, it turns out they did nerf the bar again. So I was just kind of curious, and I wanted to use it and kind of see what it's like. So I'm just going to summarize this. It's the Reddit article. I will see if I can link it in the description. I'll see if I can find it to put it in there. But so it says, good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great week. We wanted to update you on some important changes rolling through today. PC info is coming soon, but for PS4 and Xbox One. They said keep the feedback coming. It's really helpful for us so that we can collect and prioritize the issues. And they said they're confident that these issues below will improve your overall experience, which I couldn't help but laugh at. And the reason I pulled this up was because there was an update when I signed into the game, and I started playing, and there's one or two things that are just like unbelievably dumb to me. So we'll just go ahead and go through this. So it says headquarters status update. After a bunch of testing, we're beginning to turn on the fully populated headquarters for everyone. As part of the latest patch, you can just simply select the headquarters via the multiplayer menu. So the core Call of Duty experience is there, so players can compete, earn rewards, show off confidence, connect with friends. So let's just talk about the first off the bat. So, you know, the headquarters, like, whatever. It's pretty cool. You haven't been able to get social score or anything like that, so I've been not very much at least. So I've been saving up all my crates, and I dropped a bunch of those when I got in there with some people, and it's really cool to be able to see other people in the headquarters with you, see the leaderboard stats and stuff. See, like I was playing with a guy who was top 3,000. He didn't have a ton more games than me. I think I have 500 games. He had like 680. So I mean, 180 more games. I mean, that's, you know, that's a good amount more, but not like an incredible amount more. But his score per minute was like 60 or 70 higher than me, and he was ranked in the top 3,000, which is pretty sick. That's pretty high ranked. You know, consider I'm in like the 60s, sometimes the 70s, depending on how often I play. So I saw that. But the problem is that between games, you have been able to press start and go in there and pick up some contracts. If your contract's expired, you can go in and just, you know, pick up some contracts and throw the ball around, screw around, whatever. So you can no longer do that. I mean, I'm just going to get this out of the way at the beginning because I don't want to talk about it later. But, you know, it seems like with these updates, like some of the games, and I don't know how he got there, honestly, that's just weird to me. So, like with Infinity Ward's games and with Treyarch's games, you know, Black Ops series, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare series, whatever, they know what's going to happen, and they know what they're doing when they adjust things. So they don't want to just adjust things randomly. I thought I heard something there for some reason. I don't know why I did that. With this game, it seems like they don't understand how things are going to affect other things. And I mean, they only have one game of their own under their belt for Call of Duty, and then this last one, this one right here. But I mean, dude, you cannot access the headquarters from the in between lobby screen anymore. First of all, they increased the lobby countdown timer, which is actually kind of nice. They increased it to like 60 or 75 seconds instead of the 45, so you can actually get a chance to like change a class if you want to in between games. But the first issue, one of the issues that I've been having with a friend of mine is that when we play together, he can't access anything when we're in between matches. It doesn't let him change the class. It doesn't let him go into the headquarters. It doesn't let him even see who's in the lobby. And look at this guy. Look, I'm just checking him out because he's lagging so bad. So that's the first problem. I don't know if that's fixed because we haven't been able to play together yet. So, you know, update on that in the next video that I put up. I'll let you know whether that's working or not. But the problem is you can't access the headquarters anymore in between games. So if you're in between matches and you want to go in there to pick up some more contracts, you can't do it. You press start to take you to the headquarters, and it says, are you sure you want to leave the lobby and go into the headquarters? And it's like, no. And that's the only way to get into the headquarters. So if you need to pick up a contract, you do that, and here's the problem. The game's been out for so long, and everybody who's playing the game is so used to the game the way it is now. Every single lobby that I played in, after one game, the lobby collapsed. Completely collapsed. So you'd play a game, everything would be great, hunky-dory, and then you'd get after the game, and it would collapse. The lobby would just... because everybody would leave, because everybody's trying to go into the headquarters. It was absolutely ridiculous. So you literally can't even do that anymore. So if you run out of contracts while you're playing, you have to back out, go into the headquarters separately, find your contracts, and then search for a match again after that and get back into one. It's absolutely dumb, man. It's so not well thought out. And the fact that you've been able to access the headquarters for the entire time the game's been out, all these weeks, and then now you can't, is just ridiculous. I absolutely see them going back and fixing that, because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, I can't believe that first off the bat. The second thing is an issue that I've had repeatedly with this game, and this is coming up. I'm playing you a short clip in between these two games here, because the second game is ridiculous. I use a shotgun. So they have not fixed the sniping. They haven't addressed the sniping. I want you to watch this kill cam and tell me what the absolute H is going on here. Watch these kills. What is that? And watch this one. This one's even worse. Look at that. What? I mean, dude, I don't even know where to start with that. I don't even know where to start with that, and it's such a complex issue. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just going to let that clip speak for itself, because it is absolute garbage. Absolute BS. It's so ridiculous. So, this second game is really sick. This is me using a shotgun. This is the first time I've ever used one. I think I've picked one up and fired one maybe once or twice, but I've never actually used one, and it was a last-minute decision. I was sitting here, I was trying to look at something on my phone, I was trying to check this update to see exactly what they had done, and I decided that I was going to use the shotgun. And I kind of made the class on accident, actually, because I was just trying to see if I had a new uniform. Like I said, I opened a bunch of supply drops, I had some news, some new uniforms, and I thought maybe one of them was a shotgunner. So I ended up actually making the class on accident. So first time I've used it, so first thing you notice right off the bat is you only have a couple of incendiary shells. So I would have thought that it was like all incendiary shells all the time. So it's good to see that it's not. But the issue that I'd say is if you're going to shotgun, anyone who shotguns, you absolutely know that you're going to die a lot of times. So the fact that there's only 4 at first to me was like, oh, well, that's kind of balanced. And then I realized, well, no, because if you're dying every 18 seconds, then you just constantly have the rounds. So I don't know where to go with that. But this is sick. It is sick. I just did some things to these guys. I think I go 23-9, which is not that great. But to run around the whole game and to do that with a shotgun that I've never used before and to go 9. The one thing that I'm not the best at, this is a good kill coming up here. The one thing I'm not the best at is, I tried to get this guy. Look at that. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. I spun too fast, I guess, maybe. But one of the things I always suck at is that pressure is running in like that, and that's why I don't do well with submachine guns, is because I can have good games, but as soon as I have a game where I'm not doing well, I just continue to run in and do the same things over and over again, and it just ends up hurting me. So this is a nice little cat and mouse game here. See, that's all you have to do, though, with the shotgun. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. So, okay, I'm going to continue on reading these updates here while you guys get to enjoy this gameplay, because it's sick. So it says Xbox One and PS4 crash fixes, server connectivity improvements, fix an issue preventing users from entering local play match if you're booting a game without an internet connection. I mean, I see these things all the time, and I get in here and I think, you know, it's ironic because the only way they know that someone's having an issue like this is you get online and complain about it, yet you're trying to access the game without an internet connection. Like, who doesn't have an internet connection? I mean, I don't know. whatever. I mean, I guess, like, if your internet is out, if you're having, like, an outage or something and you want to, like, go play a bot game, I guess that'd be frustrating. Fixed an issue with players being kicked to ghost lobby, then start screen with lost connection to host message after public matches, which that has definitely been happening. I didn't see if it happened to me, but it hasn't really happened to me for, like, a week or two. Fixed an issue showing black screen when the host leaves the match. I don't know about that. Fixed an issue where players who are not the host see blackened screen and no AAR between matches. I don't even know what AAR means. General leaderboard fixes and improvements. This is a weird one. Fixes an issue of 2 XP not being granted when indicated, sometimes granted 3 XP. They still haven't fixed that. Are you serious, bro? After all these weeks, after all these things of them telling us, like, oh, oops, we had triple XP, and it's still going on. Fix headquarter progression exploits. Fix an issue preventing score streak training from functioning due to a custom match setting. Fix an issue user from backing out into the headquarters if you accept a lobby invite while you're in score streak training. Fix map exploits on Point 2 Hawk, USS Texas, London Docks, Flak Tower. I didn't actually even know that. Fix an issue allowing snaking, in quotes, exploits. Fix one-way smokescreen issue. The paratroopers in hardcore mode now have hardcore health, not normal health. That's kind of unfortunate that was going on. Fixed issue of granting free flamethrower with partial fuel if another flamethrower is already equipped already. That's interesting. Search and destroy issue where you're stuck planting the bomb after you toss a Molotov. Fixed an issue when the party leader changes game mode. Everyone's taken to a ghost lobby. Man, there's a lot of issues here to read through. Dang. Issue when the party leader leaves the lobby before the user loads out of the match. You enter a ghost lobby. Fix an issue where party leader leaves the middle of the match without bringing the rest of the party. Shows that the player's still there. General party improvements, including crash fixes, connectivity fixes, access to headquarters after a match. Fixed firing range issue, causing continuous emoting. Fixed players who have prestige to not allowing players who have prestige to accept, collect, or turn in orders and contracts. And apparently they weren't able to. Not tracking division skill challenge, progression in war mode, weekly order issuing, not registering a certain type of win, hill taker. Breathing fire issue wasn't tracking correctly, not tracking Panzerschreck challenge correctly, fixed zombie issues, and people earning supply drops, multiplayer and zombie split screen improvements, which, you know, whatever. Pushing updates to stats before AAR has been displayed, no more lost or unviewed stats. An issue showing incorrect leaderboard data. Issue where changing the face or equipping a different uniform displays the previous face and kicks you out of the menu. An issue causing headquarters death, weapon, and division stats to be logged into combat record. UI improvements. So let's just say, you know, it seems like there's a pretty long list of issues, but here's what I'll say. It's important to understand that regardless of how many people make this game, they had 3 years. Regardless of how many man hours they put in, which, you know, there's probably, I would guess, probably 100,000 man hours into the game. And I don't know if that's conservative or not, but probably 100,000 man hours is a safe bet. And regardless of how much quality testing they do, within the first 24 hours that the game is released, there's more hours played in the first 24 hours than the entire time of quality testing in the entire 3-year period. Yeah. Sorry, I had to stop so you could hear that. So, there's a whole... I mean, the deaths from the fire, stuff like that, are gruesome. So there's a whole bunch of exploits, and the people who play the game on, like, you know, launch day, like the regular people like us, are much more screw-around minded than QA testers. QA testers are very, like, methodical and want to test every aspect of the game. People who just want to play the game like us just screw around. It's just ridiculous. They just come and screw around and punch each other. So check this out. So here's what they say. So now this is an update from 11/29. Okay. World War II weapon tuning upgrades. Bar nerfed to add more recoil. So by my count, that is now the 3rd time they have nerfed the bar. The 3rd time. Which is absurd, guys. Absolutely absurd. Unbelievably maddening. I don't even use the bar anymore, but that is so maddening and also really scary that they've nerfed a gun 3 times in 4 weeks. I am really blown away by that. Reticle fix for the STG-4, custom reticle fixes for scopes for the Carney and Lee Enfield. They nerfed primed in basic training, And they fixed some stuff with game battles. An issue in the campaign where people are losing progression and relocking missions when you select new game in the menu. So, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right now anymore. The game was really fun, and I enjoyed playing, and I'll be playing it again soon. But, like, these update things, I almost don't even want to read these anymore. Not that I was reading them to begin with, but I don't even want to read them anymore, because it's just making me upset, you know? Like, there's just, I don't get why there's so many changes. I don't know. It seems interesting to me. But anyway, loving the game, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, check back soon for another video, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the stuff that I'm putting up. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.